Levarme la moustache en la capucha. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquipuletica. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquipuletica. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquipuletica. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquitaca. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquipuletica. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquipuletica. Casito patanilo, mira tacachiquipuletica. Sani levarme la moustache en la capucha.
What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today, in the short turnaround, I wasn't able to do a video or anything else to basically jump on what happened on Sunday because we have this big turnaround today. So on Thursday is our game. So today are my keys to beating the New York Giants on Thursday. Now, again, it's a primetime game. We don't do well on prime time, but I feel we do have an opportunity to win this game. One, we cannot go down 0-2 to start the season because the teams following this Giants team are very difficult teams, and we're going to have to make sure that we play and win this game. So, starting this off, I'm going to start with key number one. These are my keys to winning this game. Key number one, stop the run. Last week, Sunday, we did not look good at all when it came to stopping the run. Austin Eckler was tearing us up when he had the opportunity to. And it seemed like no matter what was going on, we had no answer for it. Especially when you're talking about a defensive line that's full of what we considered first-round picks, and not only that, one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. On Sunday, they did not look that way. So we're going to have to find a way to stop the run. We cannot do what we did with the Chargers to the Giants. Devontae Booker and Saquon Barkley are two evil running backs. They both can take it to the house. The last thing we need to do is let either one of these guys find a way to have a big day on us. If they have a big day on us, we will be in a lot of trouble. And we can't have that coming out of this Giants game. We can't have another game where we have two running backs that look great on us. And again, it can't be these two running backs because these two guys are dangerous. Both of them are home run hitters. They both can run for 70 yards. We cannot have that in this game. We can't have this in this game at all. So we're going to have to stop the run. Along with that, we're going to have to, which this now leads into my second tip. My second key is destroy the Giants' offensive line and defensive line. Now, you have to understand this. On Sunday, the Broncos basically decimated the Giants when it came to their defensive line and their offensive line. More their defensive line more than anything else. And with that, you're talking about the Broncos forced the Giants to reevaluate themselves because they were just basically manhandling that team. I think our offensive line can do the same, even though they're not the biggest line, but I feel that they can have the same impact. But we have to destroy both lines. Even on the offensive side, we have to destroy the offensive line. The offensive line still doesn't look like they mesh well together, and they're still struggling a little bit. Why not take advantage of that? Now, one of my concerns is that they weren't able to take advantage of a line that had people who were dealing with injuries, but hopefully they can switch that around and beat a line that doesn't look like they're having massive chemistry issues right now. So that is going to be very important to destroy both lines. Now, destroying both lines leads me into my next key, which is conceal your flaws. I think we all saw it. I think we all can agree this linebacking core is the Achilles heel again. Again, they could not find a way to make plays like they should have. And it's sad because we know that Cole Holcomb is a better linebacker, but because the other two guys are not playing that well, it makes him look even worse. And I think that a lot of times Cole Holcomb is trying to make up for the fact that John Bostic is out of place, or the fact that Jamin Davis is out of place. So for that, right now, we currently have a massive issue when it comes to our linebacking core. We're going to have to find a way to cover that up, because we're going to either have Landon Collins come down and play in the box a little more or something, because right now it does not look crisp. It does not look good. They're getting manhandled. And this week, actually on Thursday, we're going to be facing someone that is basically a far better tight end than Jared Cook, and that's Kyle Rudolph. If at any point we sit up there and make a massive mistake against this team, especially when it comes to defending Kyle Rudolph, we're going to have a massive amount of problems. We cannot, under any circumstance, let our linebackers lose us this game. Now, I know Ron has came out and said that he likes our linebacking core and things like that. I do hope that he does know that him and Jack Del Rio aren't out there playing linebacker. I mean, I really hope he understands that, because that's not what's happening. The linebacking play that we're getting is not even what we saw from Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio in their playing days. So the fact that he's saying he likes this core, that's troublesome for me, because it's not like either one of these guys didn't come from strong linebacking groups when they were playing during their playing time. Especially Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera knows what a solid middle linebacker should look like, because he played with Mike Singletary for all them years. So it's one of those things where we have to get everybody on the same page. These linebackers cannot, under any circumstance, lose us the game, because if they get victimized, we're in trouble. Along with concealing our flaws, this leads me into our next key: contain Daniel Jones. For some reason, Daniel Jones has gotten into his mind that when it comes to the Washington football team, he is the best running back the Giants got. We need to stop that. We need to, if Daniel Jones is going to beat us, I'd rather it be him beating us passing the ball than him running the ball. In the 2 games last year, and one of the games I think he had, a 70-yard run? That cannot happen at all. We need to destroy his confidence early on. By containing Daniel Jones, you don't have to worry about him sitting up there and making a play he should not be making. If we're going to have somebody run 70 yards on us, it better be a running back. It better not be Daniel Jones. And with that being said, again, our linebackers, our safety, somebody's going to have to make sure that when he comes out that pocket, they blast him. Because he cannot, under any circumstances, be a big impact in the game when it comes to him utilizing his legs. We cannot have that at all. But that's what we have to do. The next key, we have to run the ball. Against Denver, Melvin Gordon ran for 101 yards, and Teddy Bridgewater ran in for a touchdown as well. We can actually run on this defensive line. Now, the crazy thing about this is that this defensive line was also touted as one of the best in the young lines in the NFL. And the fact that they're struggling right now is beneficial to us. So I think that at this point, we need to make it a point of running the ball on this defensive line. We have to open up the holes. Now, I do understand that we don't have the biggest offensive line. In fact, I think Denver's offensive line surpasses our offensive line in regards to size. But I think we can actually take advantage of their defensive line as well. Because, again, that Denver offensive line was moving both tackles out of the tackle box. Melvin Gordon all night was running up the middle, and I mean, he scampered for one touchdown, and I mean, he, like I said, he had 100 and something yards. We're going to have to run the ball as well, and if we do that, trust and believe, our next key will be met, and that key is utilize J.D. McKissic and Logan Thomas. In the last game against Denver, the Giants gave up big plays to the wide receivers. Jerry Jeudy was on pace to get 100 yards receiving in that game before he got hurt. I think that in this game, the Giants cornerbacks are going to be focused on locking us down. And because they're going to be focused on locking us down, we're going to have to find ways to open up the offense. That best way to do that is to use J.D. McKissic and Logan Thomas when it comes to short yardage plays and making big yardage plays. Again, I do feel that we can use McKissic and Logan also as decoys to throw the long pass. But we have to utilize J.D. McKissic and Logan Thomas. This does not mean, and this is not me saying that we don't need to use Terry McLaurin and throw him the ball as well. I'm just saying in this game, we need to utilize McKissic and Logan Thomas as well. And we need to utilize them a lot because we have to come out and act like we want to win this game. And to me, J.D. McKissic got no plays in the last game. He needs to play more in this game. So, and Logan Thomas needs to be more of an impactful guy in this game. Noah Fant, the Denver Broncos tight end, had a very good game. I think Logan Thomas can also have a very good game against the Giants as well. Last but not least is the key that I think that we all can agree on. It's the key that means the most right now. It's the key that needs to be said and understood. That key is we have to score more than 20 points. We have seen our team lose by 4, by 3, by 1, and stuff like that. We've noticed that if the team scores 20 and under, they lose the game. We have to score more than 20 points. I think that if we go out there and we score 27 points, I think that if we go out there and score 24 points, we win the game. I do feel that we can make a massive impact in this game. I do feel that we can score more points in this game. I also feel we can probably dominate time of possession in this game. But we have to score the points. Forget Dustin Hopkins. We can trust him when it comes to him kicking the extra points. But we don't need to utilize him so often that his leg dies in mid-game. We need to score the ball so we don't have to be concerned with having to utilize Dustin Hopkins so much. So with that being said, those are my 7 keys to winning this upcoming game on Thursday against the New York Giants. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me what your key to the game is. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.